Hello, and welcome back to Fate, Stay, Night, Unlimited Blade Works. The same swords, the same techniques clash. Last time, the battle began. My attack and his attack are the same, but still the blades chip away and my body's wounded the more we fight. The attack that I block breaks through. Concho in my left hand is destroyed by his Concho, and his weapon sweeps at me from the side. I whisk my body to dodge it, but it still slashes me. Though not immediately fatal, the wound will eventually overcome me. I bear the pain by cursing and swing Bakua at the close enemy. It's blocked and destroyed as well. We have the same swords and the same techniques, but there's a gap that I cannot fill.
お前の感想と俺の感想が同等とでも思ったか。お前はまだまだ基本骨子の想定が甘い。いかにイメージ通りの外見材質を保とうが、構造に利がなければ崩れるのは当然だ。イメージといえど筋が通ってなければ瓦解する。
My temple and my side. He attacks both my vital spots at once. I immediately project the twin swords and parry the attacks. My head hurts to the point of blurring my sight. Wow, this is fast. It's not because of the strain of medium protection. It's just that headache. The instinct I felt when I was searching for Tasaga. It's light fever I got every time I faced him. That strain now threatens to drive me mad. I parry his attacks. I step in, slash his body. The red headache burns my eyes every time I do so. Is it because of the contradiction that Emi Shiro and the heroic spirit Emi are existing at the same time? Ever since we recognize each other's identities, my body breaks every time we touch each other. I trace his sword technique and even his reproduction ability. It's natural for them to suit me. His abilities are Emi Shiro's optimal technique perfected over many years of training. There's no way it would not suit me. In trying to match his skill, I allowed myself to learn too much about my future self. My eyeballs go numb. Every time I swing the sword, every time the sparks fly out, I'm attacked with a flash so strong that it could blind me. I am no match for him, and my vision fills with dread every time we exchange blows. If that's the worst of it, I don't care. My body's already torn apart. My headache is nothing compared to the burning wound in my stomach. The problem is that the headache won't stop because there's something I'm still drawing out from him.
都合5本目だな。投影による複製ではそろそろ限界か。お前の魔力量はよくわかっている。そのざまでは残り3本。
That?
わざわざあれを見せてやったというのに、未だそんな勘違いをしているとはな。
What do you mean, that? His scornful voice contains some disappointment. Misunderstand. I don't care about that. More than anything, I have to do something about this headache right now. Oh, the thing's flowing from you.
ともあれ、至ったところで不可能ではあるか。今のエミやシローが生成できる魔力では足りない。
Like, Emi's thoughts makes it sound like he's leeching knowledge and expertise off of him somehow.
そう。どちらにせよ。
Like, I had assumed that things came naturally to him because it was just something that really suited him and this future self. I thought the bootstrap paradox thing, so yeah. My headache gets worse. He raises his twin swords to finish the match.
貴様に賞賛など一部たりともなかったということだ。
He swings him down in a cross. The swords I block them with are destroyed. My body becomes numb as if a hammer has been smashed onto it. And the headache finally sears my brain as well as my eyes. Yeah, this is a different environment. It's flowing into me. The memories, so this is scarier than the pain This is his memory. The reason he changed so much. I can see bits and pieces of what will happen to Mishiro in the future. Well, what could happen? I don't know if it was correct or not. Nobody will be able to determine that. The beautiful things were ugly, and the ugly things were beautiful. There's nothing disgusting once you look at it objectively. So, why is there such a deviation? Sophistry, falsehood, trickery, vanity. Those are what he saw the most.
I am the bone of my soul.
But still, it seems he did not care. There is an ideal and an oath he had to protect. He did not care what he lost to do so. Even when he was betrayed, he believed that there would be a next time if he did not betray himself. He did not show grief or pain.
Steel is my body, and fire is my blood.
He's like a cold-blooded machine to others. He was a convenient existence so that he could be conveniently used. He was only a tool in other people's eyes. But the machine had an ideal it wanted to protect, so it accepted its role as a convenient tool.
I have created over 1,000 blades.
Oh, the English.
Unknown to death, and unknown to life.
It's not bad English, but you can very, very clearly hear. Like, it's much better than it could be, but there's some moments in it. It's not something to go around proclaiming. The more he kills, the more he's unable to save, the less he can talk about his ideals. And the only thing left for him is to obstinately protect his ideal until the very end. And the result? The ideal Mishiro dreamed of has never been accomplished. And he found out that it's just some nonsense dreamed by a fool who's only a nuisance to others.
Hell withstood pain to create many weapons.
See, this is his end. See, this is your end. My mind gives in. I won't feel compassion. I won't feel compassion. I won't feel compassion. I won't feel compassion. But my mind almost gives in, thinking that I will be following this exact path.
Yet, those hands will never hold anything.
What you believed in. What you believe in. You're shown that it's just a fantasy, that is covered with lies, and still... His weapon closes in. A horn-like sword comes to pierce my heart. I get away. I have in my hands the twin swords I quickly project in. I forced down my nausea. What was I seeing? Forget it. Forget what we just saw. You need to defeat him. Just focus everything on that goal.
計算違いか。前世の自分を高齢、憑依させることで、かつての技術を習得する魔術があると聞くが、俺と打ち合うたびに、お前の技術は鍛えられていくようだな。
Huh? What? My shoulders heaving, I prepare myself for his attack. What are you talking about? That was a very weird sentence.
となると、引き出したものは投影技術だけではあるまい。その顔、今にも吐きそうな最低の面構えからすると。
Everything stops. Don't let me say it. Don't let me recall it. If you say what I just saw,
ならば話は早い。それは全て事実だ。見やしろ。
His red cloak moves. He closes in on me in an instant and thrusts the horned sword. It's destroyed in one blow. There's no way a hastily constructed sword and a first attempt at that would match his sword. But Even though I'm empty-handed, he throws away his sword. He rejects Durandal, the renowned sword of the king. I skip about 4 steps and quickly reproduce his weapon. But of course, such an imitation is destroyed in one blow. I fall. I'm repelled and I land with my back on the rubble. Well, yeah, there's not really any chance here. That surprises me. The rubble turns red just by having me fall on top of it. Oh. I already know, but it seems my body's almost dead outside and inside.
そこまでだ。叶わないと知ってなおここに現れる愚かさ。生涯くだらぬ理想にとらわれ、自らの意志を持たなかった曲がり者。
I really don't think the ideal has anything to do with it in the end.
それが自身の正体だと理解した。
His voice echoes. My body is covered with wounds. It's bad how the wounds are so deep that I can reach inside them and take out my own bones.
そんなものに生きている価値はない。何よりこの俺が確信しているのだ。エミやシロという男の人生に価値などない。
But what if I could save one person?
ただ救いたいから救うなど、そもそも感情として間違えている。人間として故障したお前は、初めからあってはならない偽物だった。
One person. This ideals. Everyone would be preferred, but I think one would be enough to make it worthwhile. My magical energy is almost depleted. Not only that, but my magic circuit, the magic circuits around the magical energies, way burned up. No. If I talk about it burning up, it burned up yesterday when I used projection. It's just that an almost broken thing completely broke. Well, does that mean I can't use projection anymore? Or just gonna get super duper weak? But my body is telling me I can still fight. My mind bluffs itself saying that it's not giving in. Then I have to get up and defeat him.
無駄なこと。俺はお前の理想だ。叶うはずなどないと今ので理解できたはずだが。
Focus the last of my will on the magic circuit. My split nerves scream. But I carefully put together the 8 steps.
Dress off.
I retrained his twin swords. And show. Anew, two great swords named after an ancient swordsmith. I swing them. I keep attacking until my remaining energy runs out. My twin swords are met by his twin swords. Archer now holds Kancho and Bakio out and parries my attacks without retreating.
そうか。認めるわけにはいかないのは道理だな。俺がお前の理想である限り、エミやシローは誰よりも俺を否定しなければならない。
His calm fucking tone pisses me off. I can't even breathe. Oh, I can't? I must be like in my mind. But he is calm and composed. I attack with all my energy. He does not parry my attacks, but pushes them back. Can't even put enough Can't even put enough energy in to make him need to use a parry. I'm pushed back along with my twin swords. The difference in our powers is obvious. There's no way for me to win with pure strength.
では聞くがな、シロ。お前は本当に正義の味方になりたいと思っているのか？
For an instant, my mind blanks out from that surprise attack.
何を今さら俺はなりたいんじゃなくて絶対になるんだよ
I glare back at him. Then,
そう。絶対にならなければならない。なぜならそれは、エミやシローにとってただ一つの感情だからだ。逆らうことも否定することもできない感情。たとえそれが自身の内から現れたものでないとしても。
he stops me with the words that grab at my heart. Not born from within me. I deny them even before I think about what those words mean. I can't let him finish. I can't realize that fact. If I find out, Amy's foundation will crumble.
ほう。その様子では、うすうす感づいてはいたようだな。いや、初めから気づいていて、それを必死に遠ざけていただけだったのか。
I started to say before I stopped myself. I don't want to know. I know I shouldn't know. Still, I know that I must know. The contradiction of Pham Shiro. The answer to what is wrong with me and how I am distorted.
俺にはもはやお前の記憶などない。だが、それでもあの光景だけは覚えている。一面の炎と充満した死の匂い。絶望の中で助けを乞い、叶えられた時の感情。
I realize that it is natural to die. My mind emptied out. I was saved at that time. The man who saved me smiled with tears in his eyes. That is what I thought was beautiful.
そうだ。お前はただ一人助けられたことで、ただ、エミやキリツグに憧れただけだ。あの男の、お前を助けた顔があまりにも幸せそうだったから、自分もそうなりたいと思っただけ。
That's right. It's not me that got saved at that time. It's an assumption I did not even think about. If that fire was Kuritsuki's fault, he shouldn't have been able to bear that fact. A tragedy without any survivors. Kuritsuki, the one who caused it, must frantically search for a survivor. And he finally found a survivor that should not have existed. A man found a surviving child that cannot be saved. If you talk about miracles, it is. But I knew about that already. I don't care about his circumstances. It was enough for me, and he got me out of that hell. Even if it may have been for himself, it's true that he tried to save me. It was for my survival. That's enough. Emi Kuritsuki saved a boy. I had nothing. So?
そう。子が親に憧れるのは当然だ。だが、お前はそれが行き過ぎた。エミやキリツグに。エミやキリツグがなりたかったものに憧れるだけならよかった。だが、最後に奴はお前に呪いを残した。言うまでもないだろう。それがお前の全てだと言ってもいい。
じいさんの夢は
That's the answer. During my casual remark, he left the words, I'm relieved, behind him. And that man who was emptier than even me, died. At that moment, Amishiro had to become a superhero. My will does not matter. For his sake, I simply tried to become what he had admired since he was small. My wish for everyone to be happy. It is an impossibility dream, not by me, but by Emi Kuritsuki.
気づいているのだろう。 シロ、お前の理想はただの借り物だ。エミヤキリツグという男がなりたかったもの、エミヤキリツグが正しいと信じたものを真似ているだけに過ぎない。
Yeah, now, I don't know if you really want to kill him at this point, considering how everything else about you is so, well, unless you really believe he won't be able to rid himself of that emotion. No, I get the idea that it's not really his ideal. I don't think the ideal is necessarily wrong, but yeah, there's definitely a problem that comes with borrowing it. I mean, yeah, I don't think the ideal itself is a problem, but yeah, if he doesn't truly believe in it, then that means that the only way he'll be able to become happy with it is if he accomplishes it in the vision he admired. Because the underlying pure desire and happiness that comes from being able to save someone, and why someone would take on that sort of ideal isn't something that's going to be strong enough to sustain that sort of person, I imagine.
それは
I grit my teeth, desperately trying to resist my mind that is about to give in. But
正義の味方だと笑わせるな。誰かのためになるとそう繰り返し続けたお前の思いは決して自ら生み出されたものではない。
at this point, it's hard to believe that he doesn't want that, though. There is an aspect of that after all this dedication.
そんな男が他人の助けになるなどと思い上がりも甚だしい。
He attacks with his swords. The weight of his contempt behind them, his twin swords are swung more strongly than ever before. Seeing those raging swords, I accept my own death, just as I did 10 years ago. The force comes smashing down. There's no elegance in those attacks, and they are executed using only his strength. My left arm shakes from blocking the attack. My fingers that held onto the swords break. The sword I made using all my remaining power is bent back by one blow. I'm 10. I'm on the verge of death from the first blow, so there's no way I'll be able to block the next attack. But still, my mind is about to give in, but my body denies it with all its might. It's telling me I'm wrong. It appeals me saying it's wrong to give in to his words and die here. I raise my head. My eyes aren't functioning. They don't see the enemy, but show his memories in them. I see myself curling up and desperately trying to live. The echoing of the swords isn't all I hear. He curses himself every time he attacks.
そうだ。誰かを助けたいという願いが綺麗だったから憧れた。
I block the oncoming attack. Akio is destroyed, and all I have left is Kancho in my left hand.
故に自身からこぼれ落ちた気持ちなどない。これを偽善と言わず何という。
Kancho is bent, and its existence is fading. My heart is hurting. Not because of his attacks, his words slash at my heart.
この身は誰かのためにならなければならないと脅迫観念に突き動かされてきた。それが苦痛だと思うことも破綻していると気づく間もなく。
And he keeps on denying himself. My heart tries to give up every time I hear him. My body wants to succumb to the force of his attacks. But still, that same body keeps desperately trying to deny him.
だが、所詮は偽物だ。そんな偽善では何も救えない。いいな。もとより何を救うべきかも定まらない。
I'm smashed away. An attack as strong as one of Berserker's abilities easily flings away Miyashiro's body. But I still hold my ground. I frantically endure the attack coming down at me. I'll not be able to get back up if I fall down now. So, My body refuses to let me fall. I thrust the rapidly fading gun shell into the ground and lean on it. My body sags forward. I cannot even stand upright. I use Gancho as a cane and hold up my falling body with my arms. I must look pitiful. I might look as if I'm kneeling down and begging him.
その理想は破綻している。自身より他人が大切だという考え、誰もが幸福であってほしい願いなど空想のおとぎ話だ。そんな夢を抱いてしか生きられないのであれば、抱いたまま溺死しろ。
It says that there is no value in living. No, in my life itself. My weapon is about to disappear, and there's little point in trying to keep my body from falling. In contrast, he isn't even scratched. The match is decided. No, the match had been decided from the start. There's no way for Emiya Shiro to beat Heroic Spirit Emiya. But that is a mistake. If the difference in our powers was large, the fight wouldn't have turned out like this. It is my mind that lost. My mind was weak because I realized that I am wrong, that he is right. That was my only failure. Because...
何?
Because my body has been telling me I will not lose to you. Why? Why did power enter my body every time he cursed my ideal is fake?
ふざけんな、根畜者!
Reaching. I'll definitely reaching. If parts of me are broken, I just need to use the parts that are not. If everything I have is broken, then use the parts I don't have. If my body hasn't lost yet, I can just reach out to the part of me that hasn't been used yet. A headache. An instant of a few milliseconds, I see him, probably for the last time. I cannot understand him, but I guess I can use his pain as a lesson. A hero who used a poem about himself as a spell. Even if I don't understand the meaning behind it, I will accept those words in your place.
体は
I start the spell so I can be proud of myself. Emiya's words hurt Emiya. He accepted that fact and chose to kill me. That's the only thing he could wish for in the end. Then, just as you deny me, I will defeat you with all my powers.
体は剣でできている。
Oh, you're not saying that in English? I remember the words without realizing it. I raised my head. I poured determination into my dying body. I swallowed the blood clotting in my throat. Yang's sword Kansho regains its image.
貴様まだ。
そうだ。こんなのが夢だなんて。
This is just a dream. But I kept on believing in it because I thought it was right. Ritsuyu pursued it because he knew it was an unobtainable dream, an impossible ideal. Even if it may be unobtainable, he believed that he would reach his destination if he kept running.
そうか。彼女の鞘。契約が切れたところで、その守護は続いている。
I ready my sword. I don't care about that.
お前には負けない。誰かに負けるのはいい。けど、自分には負けられない。
I'll keep on being Emiya Shiro. It is an unbelievable technique. He's attacking bodies on the verge of death. His fingers are broken, his limbs are slashed, and his breathing has stopped without him even realizing it. His speed is nothing and his attack is mediocre. That boy is absorbed his combat skills to the point where he's able to fight decently, and he's now returned to fighting without them. An unskilled, frantic attack, but still, this blow is heavier than any that came before. Archer's indifference turns into surprise within the second. The swinging swords are crazy. They clash against his longsword with unimaginable speed. Where is his power coming from? The attacks are unlike before. He cannot go into defense. This attack should cut through the boy's neck. Realizing that he cannot make light of the boy, he swings his sword. Up and down, left and right. The 4 attacks are enough to cut off his limbs and cut up his body to pieces. The boy blocks them. No, exceeding his 4 attacks, swords come to slash his neck. Bringing back the longsword, he parries the attack. He intuitively understands that he would be killed unless he attacks. The longsword attacks the enemy that's on the verge of death. The boy frantically swings his sword. The swords crash in balance. The space itself is filled with sparks, and anything entering the space should be cut to pieces. But it should be the last spark that a dying man gives off. The boy loses his breath every time he attacks, almost falls, and holds his ground and attacks again. The sight reassures him. There's no power left in his enemy. The boy in front of him is literally on the verge of death. So why do those arms have seemingly infinite power? I have no consciousness. I can neither tell what the enemy's doing, nor if my attacks are doing anything. My muscles are all screaming for oxygen, and the lack of blood keeps ordering my body to stop. I suppress them altogether by force. That's all that's filling my head. My ideal is fake. He's right. I cannot be a superhero. As long as I admire such a thing, I will end up like the man before me. And I feel beauty in it. I know it's just hypocrisy to value everyone else over yourself. But still, I admired it, thinking how great it would be if I could live that way. That's the only thing driving my dying body. He cannot hear what his enemy is saying. His enemy's voice is weak, and yet his attacks are relentless. Looking, the boy's hands are the ones with the sword's hilts. It must be one with oh my. It must be to keep the swords in place. But that will transfer the impact directly to his body. The boy is covered in blood, and he will fall forward and die if he retreats. Even swinging the sword should come with a great pain. He blocks it in annoyance. His dying enemy gets on his nerves, but he himself gets on his nerves, because even though he knows it will end once he retreats, he's not able to do so. But how can he retreat? Straightforward attacks without strategy. If it is a shame to turn his back to such attacks, it's also a disgrace not to block them. His enemy will self-destruct once he retreats, but he has a presentiment that he will lose something important if he does so. The worries will end soon. His enemy is at his limits, and he will fall after 2 more blows, or three at most. He clicks his tongue at this stupid thought. He previously thought that his enemy would last 2 more blows, but he's received over 10 blows since then. The boy will not fall. He cannot hear the boy's voice. The dying boy frantically opposes the obstacle in front of him. That figure. He stares at the figure with his own eyes for the first time. I keep swinging the sword with arms that are about to tear off. The only thing I have left is this one thing I'm saying with all my might. My barrage of strikes are compensation for that scream. And for people that could not save others, and there was me who could not save them. I swore to myself never to let such a thing happen, seeing the memories of that meaninglessly disappear. How long has it been since then? There are things I lost, and there are things I dropped. There are always things that will be forgotten. So I swore to myself never forget this one fact. To become a superhero, I'll protect it even if it isn't my wish, or even if it's just a sophistry to soften my guilt. It has to come true. The person who saved me died, leaving those words behind. I believe in the wish contained in those words. Even if everyone in this world disagrees with me, even if I myself curse me, And so, he realizes that the attacks will not end. His enemy will not stop. He will not stop from his own will. The boy is attacking with all his might, but he's not looking at his opponent. The thing that boy is trying to defeat is his obstacle. His own self that is hindering himself. He's swinging his sword to enforce what he's believed in, and what he will keep on believing in. Realizing that, the man grits his teeth in annoyance. The boy keeps challenging it, knowing that he won't win and that there's no meaning to it. That is the exact mistake he is detesting. So why? Why does he want to see how long the boy can continue?
そこまでだ。消えろ。
He raises his long sword. His enemy's attacks are something he has to take seriously. He repels the attacks and crushes the enemy's skulls for sure. A clanging sound. The fatal attack is easily deflected. The one who could not block his attacks until now repels a swing made with all his might. He gasps. He sees his enemy repel his sword. He gets back into stance. The boy's eyes are looking straight at. The impact causes one of his arms and legs to break. My sense of pain has not been numbed. I use my fury to clamp down the pain that almost makes me pass out. The left side of the enemy's chest is open. Since half my body is broken, this will be my final blow. But such thoughts do not fill my head. The only thing in my head is... He pulls back his longsword to protect his open left side. He will make it. He will easily make it. This is my final blow.
間違いなんかじゃない。
That's the only thing in my head. Even if Emius Rome is a fake, that is absolutely true. For everyone to be happy, that is an ideal everyone thinks of. So I won't back down, because this dream is... an unwavering gaze, faults and lies, shaking off everything, running without stopping.
決して間違いなんかじゃないんだから。
Words are driven into his chest. An attack made at full strength, defense that should have been made fast enough. The cogwheels never got into gear, and the battle decided quickly. And he hears the sound of the blade piercing him. The one surprise is the knight in red. His enemy attacked with determination to defeat him. Then it is natural for his attack to do so. The boy does not need to be surprised, nor does he have anything to spare to be surprised. That's why the knight is the only one that is surprised. It is a great wonder how he could not block an attack he could have easily blocked. I think I get why. Yeah. I support myself. With my unbroken right leg. A sword in my hand has pierced Archer's chest.
アーチャー。なぜ
Was she watching all this time from that place? Still standing at the entrance. Separate questions, Archer. Archer does not answer. He might not need to answer, or maybe he doesn't know the answer. My fingers throb. My broken fingers scream at me that they do not want to hold the sword anymore. The knight in red does not move. Even with a blade in his chest, a servant should be able to easily counterattack. But his hands are lowered and shows no signs of moving. I know it without being told what that means.
俺の勝ちだ、アーチャー。
I made the declaration while looking at him. So yeah, he's clearly conflicted. The knight in red closes his eyes once and...
ああ、そして 私の敗北だ。
On the idea that maybe he wants his current self to lose. Maybe that's what he was hoping for all along? Possibly? That the version of himself that truly believed in those ideals could come out victoriously against the self that had rejected them. He murmurs while looking off into the distance, as if to convince himself. I roll out the sword. The projected weapon disperses as soon as it touches the air. The tension floods out of me, and I finally take notice of my condition. It's terrible. Yes, very much. Yeah. The slash wounds are healing, but lots of places are turning dark red. Archer said something about Saber's sheath, but what's that power putting priority on? It heals the torn flesh at once, but it seems to be putting off the broken bones until later. Great. Then, I hear loud footsteps from the west side. The hallway that Lancer disappeared into. Someone's coming. Yeah. I mean, my opinion on it essentially comes down to Archer, at that point, was very clearly at a point in his... Again, I think his problem is scale. To not completely accept that it was impossible. And, in a sense, him rejecting it was his way of coming to terms with that. Which is not unreasonable in its own way. If you have something that is impossible and your way to come to terms with it is that, that's fine. If Emiya can take the ideal and go about it in a healthy manner for both his mind and everyone involved, then it's not a bad idea to have. It's never going to be. And yes, finding that balance is something I think... I think Archer's basically someone who never found that balance and always tried to, like, just keep increasing the scale because he kept thinking, maybe it's obtainable in the end. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I still think that's essentially the case. The matter of it being a copy of Kurisugu's ideal, I don't think that matters. I think it's just an excuse for Archer to try to reject it, because he did sort of believe in it in the end. I don't think anyone could do what Emmy does for that without truly believing in at least that aspect of it. I think it was more Archer's way of removing the moment-to-moment reasoning and will he had behind it. Because ultimately, when trying to achieve impossible things, interestingly, I think this brings me back to Mavlov a little bit, and I agree with it. I agree with what Mavlov said about it. It's not necessarily even the sort of like Mavlov situation. The idea that if you're trying to achieve something, then you need little immediate goals to keep you moving forward, and you need the end goal that you're moving towards. And those are both things that you really need. And I think Archer had lost the little things, and he was rejecting the little goals moving forward in order to try to achieve it in the end. I think he went to that point, essentially. And that's the problem, in a sense. That he never came to terms with how the end of the road, how impossible it really was. And that was something that's, when he had to come to terms with it, he rejected the little things that come before that, so he had nothing in that ideal to fall back on in terms of actually believing it and seeing value in it. When you can find value in both of those, I don't think there's a problem. Again, ultimately he has to treat it in a healthier way. And it's the same with any person trying to do an impossible or immense task of any size. Manji appears in the terrace and jumps down without hesitation. Of course. And she moans in pain at her landing.
シロ、無事
No.
あーちゃん、あんたその傷どうしちゃったのよ。
She follows her sudden arrival with a torrent of questions. It seems Lancer saved Tasaka as he promised. But Tasaka's energy takes the power out of me. Does she want to check on my safety, or is she angry about Archer's wound?
まったくつくづく甘い。彼女がもう少し非道な人間なら、私もかつての自分になど戻らなかったもの。
I can imagine. And yeah, I think the reason that he basically let Emiya win was because he wanted to see those ideals. He wanted the version of himself that had not rejected all that to be victorious when they were put against each other. Because why wouldn't he, in the end? He talks sarcastically, but his voice only contains warmth. After looking at Tasaka once, the knight in red steps back, as if to exit the stage.
ともあれ、決着はついた。お前を認めてしまった以上、エミヤなどという英雄はここにはいられん。敗者は早々に立ち去るとしよう。
Without saying goodbye to Tasaka, his wound is deep and he has no master. He would disappear here, and he will return to the original place as a heroic spirit. It happens in an instant. It is a fatal attack that takes the opening in me as I relax after seeing Tasaka. Wait, really? Several swords are called forth. The raining swords come down to pierce Emi Shiro's body and... I fall. Really? I push back and fall into my butt. I push back about a meter. Are you really still in front of me? Or is it Gilgamesh doing it to him? Oh shit, my broken limbs cannot support my body. I do not have the power to get back up. And so, I can only look up at myself that got skewered in front of me.
何者
Saber's screen cuts open the silence. She's looking at the second floor, on top of the crumbled stairs.
楽しませてもらったぞ。偽物同士。実にくだらない戦いだった。
貴様
10年ぶりだな、セイバー。お前とはもう少し早く顔合わせをする気であったが、予定が変わった。予想外の事故ばかり起きてな。俺の思惑とはずれてきてしまった。
Oh yeah, they haven't actually met in this round yet, have they? Serving Gilgamesh, the one to defeat the Berserker, and the one who killed Elisabel. He turns aside Saber's glare and looks down at me and the skewered archer. You know... With, you know what? Curious. How do they match up in terms of... So, A++, A+A, 2 Bs. EX, of course, but only one A. Ooh. He does have a lot of luck, though. Okay. He's good magic resistance. Anything else? Golden rule. Not the percentage of gold in one's body, but instead the chance of attracting gold during one's life. At this level of gold, one will become an incredibly wealthy person. Money trouble will be completely unknown. That's your skill? Oh, interesting. Okay. He turns aside Saber's glare and looks down at me and the skewered archer.
さて、理解したか？それが本物の重みというものだ。いかに形を似せ力を見せようが、所詮は作り物。本物の輝きには及ばない。
He raises his hand. It's as if he's ordering his soldiers.
偽物が作り上げた贋作など見るのも汚らわしい。クズめ。貴様らのうちには何一つ新作が存在せぬ。他人の真似事だけで出来上がった偽物は即ゴミになるがいい。
He shoots numerous noble phantasms. An unavoidable rain pours down. There are about 30 of them. I couldn't dodge or block them even if I was in perfect condition. Clouds of dust spring up. The shower swords tear apart the already ruined hall. But even in the midst of the chaos, I see it. The red cloak flies. So scared, he runs up to me and pushes me once again. I pushed away from the red figure. His eyes are telling me, you defeat him. That as long as I defeated Archer, and as long as I want to be a superhero, I must defeat him. Clouds of dust fill my vision. The red cloak sinks inside the rubble. I see it before he disappears. His eyes are filled with confidence. The servant that is no match for us, Emi Shiro. Neither Saber nor Chisaka will be the one to defeat him. My own self is telling me that Emi Shiro is the natural enemy of that servant. And my vision clears up. Dust in the air and the rubble piled high. There's nothing else. The knight in red disappears underneath the rubble.
ほう、驚いたぞアーチャー。あの傷で他人を救う余裕があったとはな。
I don't think I can defeat him now, though. That might be asking a bit much. His sarcastic words contain some scorn. The man smiles in satisfaction as he looks down at the hall filled with Archer's blood. Silence falls. Gilgamesh is the most powerful being here. Anyone that moves will follow Archer's fate. Even Saber's silent, wondering how to best attack the enemy. Yeah, I think Saber could do it. I mean, she was able to handle his reign of, like, oh, what was it? Ao? Eo? I forget. His other sword is the bigger problem at the moment. But...
この誰に断って私のアーチャーに手を出してんのよ。
With Archer's death, Saki has lost her composure. Light runs across space. Fear destructive force, magical energy released from the jewel without processing. He does not even dodge it. He isn't even scratched. Right, I was looking at that briefly and he has some magic resistance.
死に損ないを先にするつもりだったのだが。
Yeah, well, I'd like to see you fucking try again.
順序が変わったな、女。
Oh. He orders the swords behind him to carry out Sasaki's execution. The sword is released at high velocity. Saber runs with surpassing speed and protects her master.
セイバー。リン、下がって。あの男は危険だ。手を出せば殺されます。
ほう。今のマスターはその小娘か。よかろう。ならば今の無礼は不問に付す。お前を失っては楽しみが減るからな。
Who did you think was Saber's master? You're about to kill me! Saber glares at the enemy while readying her invisible sword.
なぜここにいるアーチャー。近江は前回の聖杯戦争で呼ばれたサーバント。そのあなたがなぜ今回も限界している。
なぜも何もあるまい。前回の戦いが終わった後。
そんなバカな。サーバントは聖杯が消えた時点でこの世との接点をなくすはずだ。ならばあなたが10年もの間とどまっていられるはずがない。
そうでもないぞ。もとよりこの世との接点は聖杯ではなくよりしろとなったマスターだ。聖杯はあくまで道を通したに過ぎん。聖杯が消えた後も魔術師が魔力を提供し続ければもっとも聖杯の助力なしでサーバントを維持できるマスターなどそうはいないがな。その点で言えば俺のよりしろは魔力不足ではあった。
ならばどちらにせよあなたがとどまれるはずがない。
それもやりようであろう。魔術回路が少なければ知識で補うのが魔術師という輩だ。その点で言えば俺のマスターはなかなかに筋金の入った男だった。
Was. That his master's gone now? You know, his master is Shinji. The fact that he, the man that would not obey anyone, obeyed Shinji is proof of that, right?
ではあなたのマスターはライダーのマスターと同じように。
ああ、事故で補えなければ他人から奪うのは当然だろう。だが 実を言えばそのような手間もいらなかったのだがな。俺は聖杯を浴びた唯一のサーバントだ。この時代における受肉など10年前に済ませている。
Saber stares at the man in astonishment. Saber hangs her head at the words 10 years ago.
そう、お前のおかげだぞセイバー。あれが何であるか我は誰よりも熟知している。
では
ああ、聖杯の正体を理解したのだ。その時に決めた。あれは俺だけが扱うとな。
Saber? No, looking down at all of us, he declares something that is unbefitting of a servant.
聖杯をあなたが使うだと。
そう、マスターなどという寄生動物に分け与えてやる義理もあるまい。俺は俺の目的のために聖杯を使おう。その最大の障害であった召喚者も、残ったものはよりしろにもならぬ魔術師もどきだけだ。俺の望みにはそのなり損ないこそがふさわしい。
Actually, we only have 2 servants left. That means...
もっともお前の肉ならば、あるいは完全な聖杯が出来上がるやもしれんが、さて。
The man looks at Tosaga. Tosaga must feel the danger as she grows pale and steps back. His red eyes are ominous. One would feel uncomfortable under the weight of that gaze. His eyes are so apparent that even Tosaga is frightened of them.
バカな。聖杯はマスターが得るものだ。
So, I mean, I get that Elia, like, essentially turned into it, sort of, in the last round? But how does that work, I suppose?
我らサーバントでは得られないからこそマスターに協力するのだろう。
I'd say more that the masters provide a connection, right? And magical energy supply. But Archer has the best independent action based on what I was seeing, so...
それこそがおかしな話だ。聖杯に触れられるのはサーバントだけでありながら、聖杯を得られるのはマスターだけだというのか。
しかしそれは
全てはくだらぬざれ言だ。7人のマスターによる聖杯の奪い合い、最後の一人となったマスターのみが聖杯を得る儀式だと。そんなものはただの隠れ蓑に過ぎん。もとより聖杯の恒例など済んでいる。連中は毎回聖杯を用意してから7人のサーバントを呼ぶ。わかるか騎士よ。連中が必要としたのは聖杯ではなく、その中に入るものだ。マスターなど元は我らを呼ぶためだけの回路に過ぎん。魔術師どもはな、聖杯を作りはしたが、その中身を用意できなかった。先ほども言っただろ。事故で補えないのなら、よそから奪ってくるのが奴らだと。聖杯を満たす最高純度の魔力、守護者とも言える霊長最強の魂こそが奴らが求めたものだ。7人のサーバントとはな。
Saber looks up at the man in astonishment. So... I guess the question that comes to mind with that is... sacrifices, stuff like that, but... is it just a version of them? Or is it like... because they're summoned from the, like, out-of-time throne thing, right? So... is it like permadeath in a way? Our eyes are desperately trying to deny his words. Then again, if you're sent to tons of different Holy Grail wars, I know Saber was never actually... I mean, neither of these two were killed in the last war, so... That... Her eyes are just really trying to deny his words, that it isn't possible. She's trying to deny it by saying what she wished for. The Holy Grail cannot be such a thing.
驚くことはあるまい。聖杯は魂という本人でなければ制御できぬ力を。ああ、確かにそれならば願いは叶おう。魔術師どもにとっては 永遠に使い切れぬ魔力量だろうからな。故に生贄は多ければ多いほどよい。6人ものサーバントをくべればそれは万能と言えるだろう。聖杯が汲み取ったサーバントは5人。奴らが目指した万能の釜まではあと1人分で十分だ。
No Lancer, Archer, Caster, Berserker, Rider, and I assume Assassin's gone, right?
それではやはり聖杯はマスターにしか扱えない。聖杯が純粋な魔力の貯蔵庫だというのなら扱えるのは魔術師だけだ。
So Caster would be able to? Interesting.
そうだ。持ち主となるマスターさえ優れた術者ならきっ
あらゆる願いを叶えられるか。たわけ。人間風情にそのような奇跡は与えられん。どれほど強大な力を持とうと。だが安心しろセイバー、この聖杯は本物だ。きちんと7人分の英霊を組み込めば必ず原初に到達する。
原初。ちょっと待った。じゃあ聖杯ってまさか。
何者かは知らんが最初にこのルールを敷いた者は間違いなく神域の天才だろうよ。
Oh, that's high praise coming from you.
まあしかし俺には関係のない話ではある。俺はそんなものに興味はない。あるのは聖杯の門としての能力だけだ。
So I assume the origin is essentially outside time and space, and it being a gate, it's probably what allows the real thing to come over rather than just a servant incarnation.
聖杯が門だと。
10年前だセイバー。あと一歩で聖杯を手に入れるという時、俺はお前に阻まれた。
You're being much more open about how this works this time, Gilgamesh.
聖杯は聖剣によって両断され、こぼれ落ちた者は炎となって町を焼き払った。聖杯の真下にいた俺は当然その本流を一身に浴びたのだ。
I'm gonna save. I assume that shows up on the recording. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay, back. I'm also probably gonna edit something into that had my name in it. It had the file directory with my actual name in it, so no, my name's not actually Echo, guys, FYI. I'm just known as Echo on the internet. Don't look at my real name. I'm gonna cover it up. I like privacy. Okay.
その時に聖杯の正体を知った。実にくだらぬ。くだらぬが使い道はある。数ある兵器の中でもあれほど殺人に特化したものはあるまい。あれはあのままでいい。万能の釜になどする必要はない。
兵器。聖杯がサーバントを持って生み出すものが兵器だというのか、アーチャー。
In a sense, you're not wrong.
もともと我らとて兵器だろう。あれはそれを突き詰めたものに過ぎん。聖杯とは地獄の門。一度開けば中からは56億もの呪いが溢れ出す。琴峰は言っていなかったな。聖杯の名はアンリマユ。
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
その名の通り、すべての人間を食い潰す終わりの泥だと。
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it said mud in the name, but okay. Angra Mainyu. I think that's the name of the devil in oh no. I'm trying to figure out how to do the O and A in this one. Zoroastrianism? Zoroastrianism. Maybe. A leader of evil that opposes God for many thousands of years. It is an embodiment of evil in all humans, and it is depicted as a reflected image of all of humanity's goodwill. Why is the Holy Grail named after the ancient Persian devil?
ではあなたの目的は人間の
You think it might be because all the different mythologies and stuff are all pulling off the same ideas here?
そう一層だ。俺は琴峰のように人間をめでようと努める気はない。めでるべきは美しいものだけだ。
The idea that all the different religions are just like ways to interpret what people know about this like real thing happening behind the scenes.
この世界は楽しいがな。同様にどしがたい。
Also, he said go to Mine. Rin, notice that.
凡白の雑種が生を謳歌するなど王に対する冒涜だ。
Interesting.
それでは治める気にもなれん。
バカじゃないのあんた。何が王に対する冒涜よ。人間が一人もいなくなったらそれこそ王様の意味なんてないじゃない。
死に絶えるのならばそれでよい。自らの罪で消え去るのなら生きる価値などはあるまい。俺が欲しいものは雑種ではない。地獄の中ですら生き延びられる者にこそ支配される価値がある。その点で言えば前回のは落第だったな。あの程度の火で死に絶えるなど今の人間は弱すぎる。
I suppose he wouldn't count me since Emmy had died back then. Well, would have died back then. He grins. For the first time. He looks at me, who he said is a failure.
この世すべての悪とやらが何者であるかは知らん。だが都合が良いだろ。すべての人間に等しく落ちる死の戸が人より生まれた人だけを殺す底なしの闇。本来俺がすべき仕事を任せるにはふさわしい猟犬だ。
So, why weren't you trying to do this in the Fate route? It seemed like you were more interested in getting Saber to like you, or get on your side, than anything else. Gilgamesh raises his hand. Behind him are noble phantasms, waiting for the king's order.
では10年前の続きといこう。あの時はくだらぬゴミが混ざったがこたびはあのようなゴミはおらん。
Kritsugu, I figure.
もっともそれ以上にたちが悪いクズが混ざっているようだが。
Swords are all pointed at me. I wheel my broken legs to stand, but they do not move. Damn, I can't even manage to block one of those. So, why did Archer leave behind that message? The swords disappear. Oh, yep, I remember that fire. Good old Lancer. The golden servant suddenly lowers his arm. After looking at the ceiling in discomfort, he brushes away the dust on his shoulder.
すすで汚れる。命拾いしたな、小僧。
How much of a pussy do you have to be to make that your best reason for not doing this shit? Ha ha! The castle's burning. I don't know who set the fire, but it must be huge. The third floor is burning down, and the second floor is caught as well. No, that's not the surprising thing. He really stopped the battle just because he was going to get dirty from the ashes.
逃げるのですか、アーチャー。
場所を変えるだけだ、セイバー。聖杯は俺の手にある。ことは迅速に済ますのが俺の方針だからな。早々に聖杯を作り、地獄の穴を開けてやろう。
His golden hair flutters. Gilgamesh walks up to the terrace that isn't yet burning.
取り戻したければ早めにしろ。何しろ今回の聖杯は急増の欠陥品だ。急がなければ中身がすべてこぼれてしまうぞ。
His stifled laughter echoes through the room, and he leaves the burning castle like that. Sparks are dancing through the room, and the ceiling is tinted red. The gorgeous castle shows no traces of what it used to be. The castle without a master crumbles without trace, as if to follow the girl in white. Interlude, and that's probably not the worst place to end it for today. Okay. Let's call that an episode. Well, I have no fucking clue how Emmy is supposed to beat him, especially if he doesn't have time to, heal. I suppose the sheet's still working, but, give it a few hours. I'm not sure it's going to heal everything, considering how fucking badly hurt he is this time. Yeah, okay, well. I will see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.